Marty Strickland said, "Howdy."
Heyo! Hello everybody, welcome to Salamander Racing. I am Salamander. Most people just call me Sal. How is everybody doing on this Saturday? Marty, thanks for stopping in early. Appreciate you. Alright, so we got NRL Season 5 Pre-Qualifier. Technically this is Day 2. Day 1 was yesterday. There are two different days for NRL Season 5, Friday and Saturday. I'm in the Saturday races. They are totally separate up until the final. We combine both of them. So like in the NFL, we've got the AFC and the NFC. They stay separated all season until the Super Bowl. We do the same thing here. So yeah, qualifying for the Saturday splits. We will see, I need to be able to make the league. The top 28 drivers in time make the league. And then from that, the top 14 are in Division A, and the second 14 are in Division B. Anybody who's 29th or lower is eliminated from the league and gets a refund. There is an entry fee for this league, and there is a cash prize for the finishing results. So there's something on the line. That's what makes it a little more fun. We're doing this pre-qualifier at the Tokyo Expressway in the BMW M4 Group 4 cars. So everybody has had to get used to this car. I don't know that many people run this in the dailies or in the Gran Turismo Series. It's not a popular car to use, which is probably why McNaughty chose it, in order to kind of force people to learn something new. You know, that's kind of what NRL's about. It's sort of upping your game. It's making you a better driver. It's dealing with adversity, dealing with things that you don't normally get in Gran Turismo. So NRL has definitely made me a better driver, for sure. So, and this season, it looks like the competition is going to be stiff. So Whether
Titanium
I
ashes.
make it into Division
Said.
A or Division B, I'm pretty
Sal.
confident I'll make it into the league. But whether I make it
Titanium
into
ashes.
Division A or Division B is kind of
Said.
where we're going to
GL
sit.
today.
Thanks, Titanium. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. I believe the lobbies aren't going to open up for another 10 minutes. Well, actually, split 1 lobby will open up in like 10 minutes or so. I'm in split 2. So, also, in the description of this video is a link to the live broadcast that's being done on McNaughty's page. They have commentary. They actually put on a really good production. So as much as I don't want to lose anybody on this channel, definitely stay and watch, but maybe open another tab and also watch the NRL commentary broadcast and watch what they're doing. It's definitely worth it. They put on an excellent production. So I would encourage you to check that out. That being said, I'm going to get on the track and do a little bit more qualifying. I did set my best lap maybe 45 minutes ago. Best lap I've done in practice all week. I set a 17.4. I've hit the 17s a couple of times. A 17.4 is like almost a half a second faster than what I've done before. So I don't know if I'm just peaking at the right time or what. The trick is going to be trying to do that with all these other cars on track. I believe we're going to have, what is it? 8, 10 of us in. Let me double check. In our split, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll have 10 of us on track at the same time doing qualifying. And this is a tight track. Traffic is an issue. If you are on a hot lap and somebody is burning fuel or on their out lap, they don't get out of the way, it can destroy your lap. So I'm really hoping that people, use some driver etiquette and get out of the way when they're supposed to get out of the way. I will be making my best effort to get out of the way, when somebody's coming on a flyer. So we'll see how this goes. I know there's some people yesterday that had faster times in them that, had their laps, ruined by somebody either getting in the way or spinning out. Certainly not trying to get in the way, not, doing anything necessarily egregious, just had a bad corner spun out.
2443.
It's at the wrong time.
Said.
Leo, thanks for
Don't
stopping
suck.
in. Don't suck. Those are apparently words of the day is don't suck. Great advice there, Leo. Appreciate that. Now that I know that, I've got the secret sauce on what to do. Don't suck. Love you, man. Alright. Let's podium go by. Doesn't look like we have anything else behind us.
Leo
Moose, he's clearly burning fuel.
Said. LOL rolling on the floor laughing now you could reach for greatness.
I can reach for greatness! Moose, get off my butt. Moose is burning fuel just like I am. Out lap, I'm sure. Try to get some distance on him. Bring as much fuel as I can. We'll go for our first flyer, see what kind of time we can get.
2443 said, I was shocked last night how all the times were so close to each other.
Yeah, I'm afraid it's going to be the same way here. I will not be at all shocked if we end up with a lot of really close times. Got my shift. Wow, right on par with my fastest lap, and I have full fuel. There, I lost some time. Touch the wall. Don't want to do that. Oh, an 18-1. My outlap. I will take that.
Said, well, it looks like I get to bring out my best NASCAR impression for Division B race.
Yeah. God, Division B on Friday is going to be awesome. Daytona Tri-Oval. What is it, 30-some laps? That's going to be really interesting. It's going to be real interesting. That was better. Run through there.
Marty Strickland said, 35 laps. I'm sweating that one too.
They're 18-1. So let's burn off fuel now. Some people coming up behind me. So I can't really slow down the pace too much. I think they're far enough back I can make it through the whole lap, though. Yeah, that is very much going to be a race that everybody's going to be sweating. No ghosting. I mean, the big one could actually happen. Someone coming up behind me. I'm going to pull off to the left here and let them by. Moose. Let Moose go. Oh, Moose was going in the pits anyway. Wow, I got it down to 8.1 laps remaining in that fuel burn run.
Marty Strickland said, hope the Irish are with me. Leo 2443 said, you'll be fine Marty, just keep your head on a swivel and pay attention to what people are doing. It's either going to be the big one that happens or pit strategy's going to come down to how who.
Oh, there it go by. Got one more person behind me that'll be catching me. They'll catch me after the fast right-hander. Pull over, let them go.
Marty Strickland said, yeah, no doubt Leo.
Guys, gonna weigh a little bit. That's gonna be the real tricky part, is when you slow down to let people pass. gotta make sure that you don't now lose a lap at the end, you know, not get that 11th lap in, or even a 10th lap in. Split 1 lobby is open, according to the Discord, so we'll see if a bunch of people leave.
Leo2443 said, and just a heads up that Ford GT sucks on tires and is not great on fuel.
Ah, touched the wall. Lyrics heading over. Get through there the best. Head down a quarter second. We need to get to 7th earlier.
Leo2443 said, Sal, what split are you?
I'm split
Marty
2.
Strickland said, thanks Leo. Need all help I can get.
Got to go into 7th. Wow, it carried a lot of speed through there. More than I was expecting. Nope, nope. That's what I'm worried about happening. Something like that. Mess up that corner, it destroys your whole lap. Now I'm on a fuel burn lap. Burn off some fuel. Gonna burn off fuel one more lap. We'll come in and we're gonna end up. Oh, Bandit's in a split 1, so he's gonna close the lobby down. I am gonna do. Oops.
Cole_trickle said, good luck Division A secured I think depending on traffic.
Yeah. Hey Cole, are you talking about you? Or are you talking about me? I don't know that I have Division A secured at all. I'm bringing up McNaughty's stream because I do want to watch the intro and I do want to watch how split 1 goes. I need to kind of see where I'm at. Split 1 is like everybody in the 17s. That will be
Cole_trickle said, me no I'm not racing I'm washed up lost the edge.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be Division A, to be perfectly honest. If I do, I'll probably barely get in. Unless I do like Papa did and put down like my best time. But whether you finish first in this pre-qualifier or 14th doesn't really matter. So we'll see. It's just a matter of whether I crack under pressure or whether I can put down a decent lap. I mean, if I can get down into a mid to low 18s on the first
said,
Good
run
morning,
through, Sal and Chad.
Then I'll have at least made the league, and then I can try to decide just how far I want to push it for the next one. Hey, Santa, thanks for stopping in. Mr. Miguel, appreciate you stopping by. I think we got 10 more minutes before this starts up. But I'm going to have it up. I can't adjust the volume, because I want to mute it. Or at least turn the volume way down. So it's going to pop up, be really loud to start with, and then I'm going to dial it back. Let's see, I think Moose is in the third qualifying split.
Hey,
and then MD Hop, another friend of mine, he's in my qualifying split, along with his dad, who's also running. And some other people I remember seeing in the PhD World Series. I'm in split 2.
What split are you? Santa Miguel said, thanks Marty. That up. That is going to kill my time for the first hot lap. Oh, touch the ball. All right. See, now it's getting closer. My nerves are kicking in. Turning out to not be a horrible lap. There we go, 18.2 right off the bat. It's a good start. That was with a really bad first corner where I hit the wall and slowed way down. So I had a 17 going with full fuel load. Yeah, look, I lost almost a tenth and a half that I'm up on now. Faster through there. Messed up the ending.
only 4 of us on this lap is manageable. Like, we are all very evenly spread out. About as even as you can get. See if we can get into the 17s. It's like yesterday, a 17 will get into Division A. I don't know, it's possible. It's really a matter of what's going to happen with traffic. I mean, I could very easily get caught up with people and just have a horrible qualifying session. And then be down in Division B for the whole league because of like a mistake that happens in one qualifying session. That's the thing that's a little rough. You could quite honestly be punished for the entire season, possibly because of somebody else's mistake. I mean, if you've really got like 2 sets of hot laps, like, if you screw up one on your own, and then the next time around somebody else screws it up, or gets in the way, or whatever, you could end up with a horrible, horrible set of laps. I mean, it's very possible. I wouldn't even say it's unlikely. I would say it's almost likely that you're gonna run into some issues. Totally shifted that wrong. Should have been in 7th gear a lot earlier. Should be more than 1.5 tenths up. That felt better. There we go. Slowed down way too much for that. Then tap the wall. That's what I'm saying. This is like my 2nd set of hot laps where I'm supposed to be putting in a better time, and now I've hit the wall. Still 2 tenths up. I got one more hot lap on this tank of fuel yet. Turned in too early. There we go. 18.2. Slightly better. Dang it. Forgot to get into 7th again. These like mental mistakes are going to kill me. Should have been in 7th long before then. Definitely faster through there. Definitely faster through there. I didn't touch the wall. Not translating to a lot of better time though. Might as well hit the pits. Big mistake. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. Here we go. This would be possibly my final hot lap if this was real qualifying. So, let's see what we can do coming up here.
Jesser.
Hey, Jesser.
I ran a 17:4 going into quals and left under a sec slower with all the penalties and damage I got. Man face palming medium skin tone.
Jeez. That's the thing, getting that perfect lap. It's like you can go in going, oh, I got a great lap going, and then mess it up. Like I'm purple right now.
Jesser said, I was brutal on the track, LOL. Jesser said, I'm in B obviously.
Hey, you're like the top guy in B though, aren't you? There we go, 17.6.
Jesser said, yes, top 3 I think.
Yeah, so that's what I've been saying. There's going to be guys down in Division B who probably belong in Division A. So there's going to be a bit... I know what McNaughty is trying to accomplish with trying to put people in the right split, but you really need to have a combo to better represent people's times.
I don't think the 6 plugged the Thursdays. Jesser said, I belong in B.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Jesser. Respectfully disagree.
Jesser said, I agree with you on that.
But, again, I don't make this, so I'm just racing in it. I'm not complaining, but it would be nice if the first race would actually get, like, the better driver, all the better drivers up top, and not have to rely on luck for which division you're in. Because then it's going to, like I said, it's going to mix it up. There's going to be guys that belong in A that are in B. There's probably some guys that are going to be at the bottom of A that are supposed to be in B. Or that really belong in B. And it's going to make it a little interesting. But, I mean, that's what NRL is about. It's about applying the pressure and seeing what drivers deal with it.
Jesser said, I think your DR should be it.
I wouldn't say that, because like me,
Jesser
I very rarely run
shrug
dailies or GTWS. So, I'm not saying I should be an A+ driver, but
Jazz
my DR has just stayed where it's at.
Yeah,
and whether I've gotten better or worse, it hasn't changed because I don't run in those. I just do league races and stuff like that. So you could say that, hey, it depends on your DR, in which case, all right, well, you need to go grind daily races for a couple of weeks to get your DR to where it really belongs. But, you know, it is what it is. There's no perfect solution. I mean, I can certainly come up with how I would do it. And if I want to do that, then I need to make my own league. That's what it comes down to. All right, it's afternoon. The NRL stream should be starting, but it hasn't kicked off yet. Tell you what, guys, I'm going to go take a quick break while we wait for the official to start, and then I'll get back to doing a little practicing once they get going. Be back in just a second.
Jazz said, "You don't want all leagues to be the same, so I respect." Jazz said, "Good luck today."
Forgot to turn my mic back on. I'm back. Sent out some friend requests to some of the competitors here. I should have actually done that earlier when we had a full lobby of people. Thanks, Jesser, for the good luck. Gonna need it. I've got the kind of time to put me in Division A. It's just whether I'm going to be able to do it under pressure. Like, I just ran essentially a mock qualifier and couldn't get down into a great time. Or no, I did, actually. Yeah, I got a 17. Okay, never mind. I did get a 17-6. So yeah, each of my mock races, I've been able to get down into the 17s. It's a matter of, again, doing it when there's a bunch of people on track. That's gonna be the thing. Yeah, I'm surprised that the Maono stream isn't running yet. It's 12:08. They're running a little behind. MD Hop is a little bit faster than me, He's got a little bit more skill than I do. I think he said he dropped a 17.2 or something yesterday, if I remember right. Maybe it was a 17.6. But I know he's got pace. He's someone I got to worry about. He'll probably be right around me as far as pace goes. Let's get back out on the track. Like, I don't want to burn myself out here, get into my own head, but I still want to keep it going, keep my head in the game. All right, so Belmora has a 17.8. I think MD Hop was behind them. Another mock qualifier here. Actually, I take it back. Once the broadcast starts, I'm gonna pause this and watch that. Oh, screwed up that exit. I remember to get into 7th at a decent time here. Ooh, that might be the best I've done that turn. Kept the speed up. Oh, my purple going into a full tank. Oh, just touched the wall. Sent me into a slide there. I'm sure I lost all sorts of time. Still a low 18.
Sheldologist said, GL today, Sal.
Thanks, Shell.
I'm just about to start.
Good luck. Stay off the walls. Well, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate that. Like, don't hit the wall like that. Definitely not a record-setting run here, so we'll just burn off some fuel. is the broadcast not started? Or has the broadcast started and my YouTube just isn't picking it up? Let me refresh. Oh, it is going.
And as mentioned, this is...
For some reason, it just wasn't... Huh. It was going, but it never started on my end. Interesting. It was just sitting there. That speed up a lot better. Off the wall. Nope, hit the wall. There, I lost all my time. Almost made it through there. Funny thing is, a couple of mistakes, I'm less than a tenth off. Flat. I don't know. I would imagine some of these guys from yesterday are going to be practicing, putting in some better times. Right, we're going to spectate these guys for a while I watch split one. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. Feel goosebumps. Feel the nerves coming on. Getting back into NRL. It's been so long. My last two NRL outings, at least in the finals, have not gone well. Last season was very up and down. I had first two races were not good, and then I at least got a podium in the third race. And then the finals got caught up in an incident that basically took me out of contention pretty early on. And in season 3, season 3 was going so well. Like, all three of the regular season races, I won the season opener, race number 1 in season 3. It's my only NRL victory. And did it against Sneaky, who was crazy fast. So the fact that I beat him, that's a feather in my cap. Ended up, I think, getting second in the second race, because I think that was the snow race of the trucks. And then in the third race, I think I got second or third. I think I got second. I think Slipstream was going to win that one, and I got third. Slipstream was on pace to win that one, and I was probably going to finish 4th, and then he disconnected. So I ended up getting a P3. So I got 3 podiums in a row, and then the finals went horrible. I had the worst finals. Ended up finishing, well, I would have finished 2nd to last, but I ended up pounding my car against the wall, leading to the start-finish line because I'm so frustrated with that race. So yeah, last 2 seasons haven't ended the way I wanted, so we'll see how this one goes. Again, it's a matter of whether I can get into Division A or if I'm going to be down in Division B. That's what we're looking at for this one. Been able to get some 17s. God, I'm really worried about the traffic, though. It's like... Am I going to get stuck with a mid to low 18? Alright, looks like they got drivers on track for split 1. Looks like in split 1, they're early on. It's been 1 hot lap. Lyric's got a 119.9 already, or a 117.9 already. So a 17 on the full fuel load. Which I think just before this one, I did an 18.2 and could have done an 18 flat or a 17.9 on a full fuel load. So I'm right up there. It's just a matter of putting it together when the pressure's on. I don't know, there's been times where when the pressure's on, I am on it. And there's other times when the pressure's on and I buckle. So we'll see. We'll see how this one goes. Like I said, in that Season 3 victory that I had, I was on it the whole race, but I practiced like crazy for it. But then in the finals, I buckled under pressure so bad. Back in Season 1, the Season 1 finals, I was on it for that one. I finished 4th, but I finished 4th behind Paco, Sneaky, and CBD Driver. All 3 are fabulous drivers, and I finished ahead of a number of guys that I don't know that I'd finish ahead of anymore. Chief Apollo, I think Deputy Fishtail was in that one. Papa, Shaggy, they were all in that race. In fact, I think 6th on down were a lap down at the end of that 1 hour endurance. Or maybe it's 5th on down. But I was doing well. Coming the last 3 laps of that race, I was battling with Paco for the lead. They didn't know I had one more pit I had to do. I still had to do my hard tire stint in that race. So it was going to be, I was going to pit and do one last lap on hards. But I was battling with Paco for a couple of laps and keeping up with him. Granted, I had all of my overtake as well, so that's how I was able to keep up with him. But then, went to the pits and then ended up finishing 4th because those 3 guys were working together the whole race. Paco, Sneaky, and CBD were on it that race too. Had I been able to get onto the same pit stop to do my hard tire earlier, I don't know if I would have been in that same position at the end. I might have gotten caught up in some other stuff, but the fact that I waited till the end for that hard tire put me in a really good finishing position. It just worked out. In stark contrast to Season 3, where we were supposed to have rain in the final race, I switched to rain tires and the rain never came. On top of the fact that I was running a horrible race to begin with, but then that happened too. It was just an absolute disaster. The funny thing was the immediate race before that at the Nürburgring at night, we ended up having rain come in halfway around the lap, and it came in so fast we could not get to the start-finish line before the rain hit. The rain hit, got the track all wet, we had to go through half a lap trying to get through it, and then by the end of that lap, the rain was done. So then a bunch of us just stayed out going, well, the track's going to dry out, why change tires just to have to change tires again? And again, that race was just horrible too. good thing about that race, though, is that it forced me to practice Nürburgring a lot. That race forced me to learn the Nürburgring. Like, I used to run with the course map that's actually on screen right now, the little mini map down at the bottom. At Nürburgring, I would have to run with that up so I could see and remind myself of what corners were coming up and how sharp they were in order to make it around Nürburgring. Now I have the whole thing memorized. I don't need to have the course map up anymore. Now I know where I'm at on the track, and I know what to do in each corner. I'm not the fastest at the Nürburgring, but I think I'm above average because I've practiced it, I think, a lot more than others have. So, well, let's see. What do we got going on now? Lyric is down to a 1:17.4. Watching Spawn was in 6th, and he's got a penalty right now. We got Lyric, Sheldologist, Boku, Lewis as the top 4 so far. Those aren't surprising. Anxious to see how these times end up. I kind of need to know what I need to do at a minimum to at least make the league. The worst thing that could happen is I get caught up in so much stuff that I don't make the league at all. You know, either not set a time or just get slowed down on every hot lap. All that would suck. Let's see, they're on lap 6, so they're a little over halfway done. Yeah, they're 8.5 minutes into there, so mine's coming up. I'm gonna go use the bathroom again. Quick, before we get there, I'll be right back. Alright. What are they at? They're at 10 minutes. They got 5 minutes left. Plus their runoff. How many guys do they have to split one qualifier? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But also 10. Okay, so I need to look at worst case scenarios. The 4 slowest drivers in the league are going to be in there, which would mean I need to finish ahead of whatever the 7th place time is. And then if we have guys slower in our stint, got it. Down to around 11 minutes. They're getting there. Let's see, Lyric's still at the top with a 1:17.4. I need to be faster than 7. At a, to guarantee that I'm in. That I should say if I'm faster than whatever their 7th place time is, then if everybody in our split is faster and everybody in split 3 is faster, that would guarantee I'm in. I just need to know what the absolute minimum is. Got 3 minutes left in the split 1 qualifier before we get out of this practice session and we go to split 2, which is where I'm going to be running. Still up in second is, what does that say? Half a second off. So he has a 17.9. Huh, so we're only 2.7, and then Boku, oh geez, Boku is only 2/1000 slower than Sheldologist. So we have at least 3 guys in the 17s, I think. Man, qualifying is tight. 5th, let me see, 6th is 1 second behind 1st. So an 18.4 is 6th. So yeah, mid-18s. Kind of where I was guessing. It might be low 18s. Well, it will be low 18s for Division A. It might be high 17s, depending on the other qualifiers. I can almost guarantee Moose is going to get a 17. Shadow Chef is probably going to get a 17. MD Hop is probably going to get a 17. I don't know about the rest of the guys. When we get to split 3, Cyrus Nicky's definitely going to get a 17. Wid is going to get a 17. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, yeah, 8. I mean, this could be a very much like the qualifier yesterday with 10 people in the 17s, under the 18-second mark. We haven't seen anybody get into 16s yet. I think 17.2 was the record yesterday, but I think everybody's watching for Wid today to see if he gets down to the 16. Saw him do a 16 earlier in practice, so he most definitely has a 16 in him. Him and Jorge both have 16s in them. Jorge, I think, finished 2nd or 3rd with a 17.3, 17.4. Let's see, Elmora, watching them in practice, 18.7 is the fastest. They're not in the league. I don't think they're in the league. They're just randos. So they're on their final lap in the runoff. Man, I knew Sheldologist was fast. I didn't know he was that fast. Well done. 2nd place in the first split, unless Boku comes in with something a little bit faster on the last lap. Boku is still out. Sheldologist doesn't get faster. Lyric gets even faster, a 17.329. I think they got one more guy yet to finish. Oh, maybe not. They may be done. Yeah, nobody else is on their hot lap. So, Lyric, Sheldologist, Boku. So let's see. Horn of Plenty has a 1:19.1, so that's the time to beat to be in the top, to beat out those top four. A 1:19. Okay, that's not a problem. Spawn is at an 18.4. God, so there's a 0.7 or 0.6. 0.6 separates 6th and 7th place. That's a pretty wide margin. But yeah, anything in the 18s, anything at all in the 18s makes the league. Okay. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. All right, we got to just wait for McNaughty to give us the go-ahead, and then we'll jump in. Wait till he says to go ahead. It's like people, the split one guys are leaving. Got to remember to save my replay too. Sometimes forget that. Let's see, they're down to 5. See, on the broadcast, they should be going through... Yeah, they're going through the finishers. So let's see, an 18.2 is the top half. Wow, Island Grown with a 1:19.7. I would not have expected that. I would have thought Island is quick. Again, might be one of those where ran into some traffic, had a time that isn't really indicative of what they can run. Oh, get so nervous. I'm going to have to go to the bathroom again before this all starts. Nerves. All right, looks like they're in be right back mode. So we should be getting the go ahead to join here pretty soon, I suspect. Hopefully really soon. It's like MD Hop's in there already. But I want to wait for the official word. All right, McNaughty's typing, which probably means it'd be time to head in. Split 2 can join. Here we go. All right. So, yeah, really quick, go to the bathroom again. I'll be right back. Nerves. All right. Put some laps down. Make sure we get back into the groove. Burn off some fuel. Rev this thing out. Save the tires. So, anybody watching, I will probably, once this gets going, once we actually open it up for qualifying, I will likely not be doing any talking. I am going to be very much in concentration mode. So don't take offense if I don't respond to your message. Good. Shadow Chef got in. Saw on Discord they were having problems finding the lobby. Glad they found it. Alright, first hot lap. In this practice, we are still in practice. God, I keep forgetting to get into 7th before that corner. Definitely losing some time there. Tried to do too much. Tried to carry too much for that corner. I'm still purple in the practice session, so I'm just gonna go ahead and log it. We'll fuel burn the next lap. Still, that was a bad lap, and I still got an 18.9. That would guarantee me a spot in the league right there, so. That's right, I'm actually going to be able to save the replay. I'll have to save the, just my point of view also. Just the save it in PlayStation. Actually, you know what? That should have been another hot lap. I don't know why I'm fuel burning already. I'm gonna fuel burn another lap. Fuel burn too soon. But like I said, I've got a time to put me in the league, so that's what matters. I can waste a little more time burning off some fuel to try to get a much better time. Alright, now we'll pit, change the tires. See how far down to the 18s or into the 17s we can get. Let's see, are they back live yet? They are. Don't fuel. Don't fuel. Don't mess that up. Got a car coming. I'm on a fuel burn run, so these guys should be able to get away. That's what I want. Don't want to be anywhere near them when I'm running my hot lap. A lot of space for the person behind me. Plenty of space. Alright, the next one we're going to do is a hot lap. Don't forget to go into 7th. Not the worst, but not the best. Tap the wall. Top, stay out of the way. Come on, man. Little twitch, I didn't know where he was going. Behind. That messed me up. I still got an 18.6 out of it, so that's better. There, that was a better run through there. Not as good through there. Santa down at 18.1. Pushing it too hard. Oh, we're starting. All right, this is official. Here we go. Do I get out early? Out first. All right. Still gonna fuel burn and go slow, relatively slow. Hope everybody behind me is gonna do the same thing.
Nastico Racing said,
Hey Nastico,
good luck, man.
thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for watching. Alright, here comes the first hot lap. Going 7th. Don't mess this up. That was good, actually. Oh, that was good, too. I got a decent run going here. My first hot lap.
Said, anything under 1.19 will guarantee you a spot.
Yep, I was looking at that. Thanks, Luis. There we go. 17.7 on my first lap. I will take that. Didn't mean to go into 7th quite so soon.
Said, oh God, you're in Division A, why would you do that to yourself? LOL. Nasty Racing said, nice lap.
Yeah, Division A is, God, if I get into Division A here, that's going to be scary. That was not how I wanted to end that lap. Wow, people really fanned out behind me. Alright, now we go into fuel burn mode for this lap. We pit at the end. How am I on the pole by 1.2 seconds? What the heck? We're in the twilight zone, people. I was not. That's the first time I've done a 17 on the full fuel run. Haven't done that before. They're down to 9 laps left. That's not bad. All right, let's see if we can improve on that. That's a respectable run already. So 17.4 is the best I've done all week, and I just did that maybe an hour or two ago. I'm gonna continue to fuel burn. Well, there people are closing in. All right. You guys get behind, they're starting to get close. I don't think they're quite close enough. I gotta let them by yet. Can't really mess around though. They're getting too close. Gotta just... I can still fuel burn, but not quite as extreme. Alright, let's see what we can do with this. Again, did not mean to go into 7th quite so fast. I want to rev out 6th a little bit there. Keep getting trigger happy. Purple though. Oh, just tapped the wall. Scrub just a smidge of speed. Still purple. Definitely got more speed through there. Ooh, not by as much as I thought. Slightly faster. Should be the money lap. Purple. Driving that down. Didn't hit the wall that time. Probably lost the purple there. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna go back into burn some fuel. We have enough time for coming to the pits, change tires, one more hot lap.
Papa's House of Game said,
Let's go slow.
let's go slowpoke. Papa's House of Game
Hey Papa,
said, LOL.
thanks for stopping in. I haven't gotten to your time yet. What were you, a 17.4? I did do a 17.4 earlier today. not quite on it here. I'm gonna have one more shot.
Papa's House of Game. Set. 0.6.
Oh, 17.6. Okay. Well, let's see if I can better that. I saw you do that yesterday. I'm like, well, that's faster than I've been able to go all week. And then I nailed a 17.4 earlier. Like, how the heck did I do that? I have one more hot lap, I think. See what we can do. For those of you out there, if you haven't hit that like button, please consider hitting that like button. Please consider hitting that subscribe button. I would appreciate that. Anybody coming? Good, nobody coming. Or, well, nobody right on me. I can get 2 laps. Maybe I could get a third one in. Maybe. Means I can't dilly-dally, but I might be able to get 2 more hot laps in. Mora behind me. Oh, I touched the wall. Ooh, Mora's only 3/10 back now.
Papa's House of Game. Set. Burn fuel.
I have been burning fuel. I'm not going to do another one with somebody right behind me. I'm burning a little bit here. But I need to try to make this next lap count. This is going to be my last one. Alright, get the shift points down. Ah, that was not. Wanted more speed through there. I'm going to be behind. I have to figure out a way to make it up. Driving right down the middle of the road. What are you doing? Right down the middle of the road. We're qualifying. You're taking up as much space as possible. The exact wrong thing to be doing. Slow there. Quick through there. Tap the wall. $17.7.
Nastico Racing. Sid.
Ooh, thank you.
Good job.
Wow, so I was the only 17. Talmora's going to be in the 18. Wow, so I had a slower
Papa's
lobby.
House of Game.
How did MD
Sid.
Hop and Shadow Chef
GG boss.
not get down there? Thanks, Papa. So I mean, I've been in the slowest split so far. I mean, every split's had low 17s. I had a mid 17. And nobody else was in the 17s. I'm really surprised by that. MD Hop is up in 19, so is Shadow Chef? What the? I thought for sure they would be in the 17s. Wow. I am kind of surprised. I wonder if there was incidents back there. Would be my guess.
Leo 2443 said, "Oh look, you did not suck, LOL."
Thanks, Leo.
Papa's House of Game said,
I went and looked at it, Papa. It looked good. I did like it.
Done here.
I checked it out in the
Papa's House
Discord.
of Game said, LOL Leo.
I'm gonna go look at it again, but yes,
Papa's House of Game
I like it.
said,
I'll be honest, I don't like green.
Yes, he did by .1.
I'm not a big green fan, but the style, I like the style. That's very nice. It's nice and clean. I can dig it.
Leo 2443
Alright, so actually, let me go ahead and save.
said, good job, man.
Save the last 30 minutes, so I've got it. I've also got it on stream, so thanks, Leo. Thanks, Papa. Yeah, I was happy with that. That actually went better than I thought. I was really worried I was going to get caught up in traffic and wasn't going to be able to get a 17. But the qualifier let me out first. I never encountered any traffic other than running into the red beamer on the last lap. So, I mean, other than that, I had no traffic. Oh, what are they saying? Alright, can't save the replay, but I did save the other one, so we will exit out. Alright, so we're going to stay live. We're going to stay live only because I'm going to watch Split 3, and then I want to see what the track combo is going to be. I definitely want to see what the track combo is going to be. And get that reaction. Let's see, what are these guys saying? I should be able to turn up the volume here.
He goes to P9 and Prugaru in 10th position. So yeah, it's a hard one to call really, guys, because I was expecting more drivers to be in that 1 minute 17
Yeah,
mix.
me
There's
too,
been,
Claude.
quite a few 18s and certainly 19s as well, which really surprised me. So maybe the cutoff point for Division A for today may be reduced in
Sheldologist
Thanks, Shell.
Excellent job, Sal.
Thank you. You did a great job too. You P2 in your split.
I
Dang,
you
had a great time.
We just watched, in particular, I think traffic had a big effect. I saw a lot more cars closer together as they went around, which can obviously mess up your lap, especially when space is
afraid of,
as
that
limited
there's
as it
gonna be
is.
traffic.
But I think we got some really
I
quick
was
drivers in
0.7
this
slow.
final split, so we might see that the times balance out a little more after we watch this next one.
Yeah, I do agree with you with that one. And just a quick note as well, we have got another legend in the building. It's PHG Duke Thunder with a $10 donation saying, "Let's go, boys. Announcers, you're doing a great job." Well, I like you even more, Duke Thunder. So thank you for the kind compliment, and thank you so much for the donation as well. We really appreciate you.
Guys
and,
being on the
that will
racing
be
line
added
on outlaps.
to the drivers' pot come the end of the season. So
Yeah.
thanks so much
Sheldologist.
for that support.
Well, so the very
absolutely
last-
Or when they have
but yeah,
pens.
Taxi,
Very last
obviously
lap.
we mentioned about WID in split 3. So
Turn this down. The very last lap, there was that guy in the red Beamer who I was coming up on. He was literally driving in the middle of the road, and I can't remember if he had a pen or if he was just driving slow and burning fuel. But he's literally driving down the middle of the road.
Sheldologist.
Like, what are you doing?
Right.
Like, that should be a penalty. Like, you should not be driving in the middle of the road, trying to basically block as much of the road as you can.
Just exit
And this,
to the
well,
pits.
this wasn't by the pits. This
Get
was like
off the
halfway
track.
around. This was going through the tunnel, coming to the fast right-hander, driving literally down the middle of the road. It was like, what are you doing?
That is for sure. But yeah, no, he's definitely practiced, and I'm expecting big things. So no pressure, Wid, if you're listening. But we're gonna head off for a mini break. So make sure.
Sheldologist.
They're taking a break.
Said. No, I mean quit. If you've got a pen with
Oh,
no time
yeah.
left on the clock.
Yeah,
Sheldologist.
absolutely.
Said. Happened to me on my final lap too.
I mean, I wasn't necessarily on a
Sheldologist.
heater. I don't know that I was
Said.
going to improve my time,
Has
but
to go around a driver.
the thing was, I got around him just
Sheldologist.
fine. But mentally,
Said.
it put me in this, like,
At
what are you
asterisk.
doing? And then I screwed up, like, the next 2 corners. So, yeah, people need to learn how to stay off the racing line when they're not on a hot lap. I don't understand why people can't figure that out.
Sheldologist. Said. I hit the wall after that cause I was thinking, what are you doing?
We're at the beginning.
Stream Elements. Said. Thanks for tuning in. Please remember to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
No, it's not there. Okay, here we go. So we got this car in front. He's a ways up front. And there's only 50 seconds left. They're not going to make it around. Like, the car that's ahead of me, in fact, okay, so they spin. I didn't notice that.
Sheldologist.
So that's why they're going so slow. They should
Also
exit out
very
right
block
now.
me.
But right here,
Sheldologist.
driving literally
Doesn't
down
matter
the middle of
cause
the
I'll
road.
get through regardless.
Like, what are you doing here? In fact, he's off on the left and he's coming through to the right, like, oh. Although, again, I don't know that I was going to necessarily be getting a faster lap there, but it's possible. Possible I could have had something
Sheldologist.
faster.
Said. He had just spin.
Right. Well, and after you get done spinning, well, 1, he should have quit. 2, if you're not going to quit, get all the way to the side. Either side. Just pick one. Definitely try to be the one that people aren't going to be driving on. Like, at that point in the track, people are going to be trying to be the
Sheldologist.
left-hand side.
Said. Kong just spun. They showed it on the broadcast.
Yeah.
Sheldologist.
Definitely should have just quit.
Said.
Not kept going.
He should have quit. Sheldologist. Said. I agree.
All right, so at this point, we're just going to kind of dink around, wait for the next split qualifier to finish up so that we can see what the track and car combo is going to be for next weekend, for week 1. That's what I'm excited about. So, but for right now, I'm going to go take another bathroom break because apparently I drank too many fluids this morning. I'll be back in just a minute.
Sheldologist. Anywho, I'm going out. ETY out. GG again. We are back, and it looks like they are back too. They're going to be doing split 3. I love it. They got my car on there.
Everyone is driving the same car, the BMW M4 GR4 on racing stock. That is the available and required tire. In that 15 minutes, they will drive with balance of performance on. Brake bias is allowed, meaning they can switch their brake bias from front to rear in the car. Mechanical damage is heavy, so if you hit the wall, you got to pit to fix it. Tires will wear at a rate of 3x. Fuel will be consumed at a rate of 4x. Drivers should not need to refuel, so they're probably going to spend some time on those outlaps actually burning fuel away, as they will need to short shift to be fast on the flyers.
Can I switch?
No points will be given this round.
I think I switch over to the
qualifying session just to determine where drivers
live broad.
will
Oh, Shell, you left.
In the next
Thanks for stopping in.
In the championship, of course, between Split A and Split B. The top 14 qualifiers today will be in Division A, and the next 14 will
Stream
be in
Elements.
Division B. Anyone
Said,
beyond that is eliminated.
if you'd like a custom livery made for you or your team, contact me at salamandermnracing@gmail.com.
Leave them on mute. Let's see. Let's maybe go mess with a livery while we watch these guys do their thing. I can spend just a few minutes on doing a livery. I know Moose was announcing a race he's got coming up where people are going to be using, I believe it'll be I think he said it was going to be a one make with the Group 3 Corvette. So I was showing him that I had a livery on it already, but I was going to make an MMR livery for it. Let's start with white. Actually, what I should do is maybe go get a wing for the thing. No, it doesn't look like Moose has any MMR decals out there already. The moose is loose. Need to add that one. There's Loose Moose. That's a different team. Yeah, I don't see any Moose Mafia. Oh, I do have the Moose Wars ones already. There's no MMR ones out there, so we will just kind of do whatever. That one's cool. Let's run through what I got and see what we want to try. I have a feeling that first one might actually blend with his style. I just want to start on something. I'm not going to finish it in the 15 minutes that this is going to take to run. That one also looks cool, but I've used that before. Don't want to do the yellow. I'm anxious to see what
PHG Slick underscore SHVR2.
Thanks, Slick.
Said. Good job, Sal, waving hand.
Thank you, thank you. That was a good run. I was very happy with that one. I like that. I'm just messing with some livery stuff while I wait for the split 3 to get done, and then I want to see what their what the announced combo is going to be for week 1. So we're just kind of messing with, seeing if we can start a livery.
PHG Slick underscore SHVR2 said.
Moose
Yami 2
is
was
wanting me to
struggling
make
all
some
day
liveries
yesterday.
for him, so I'm just kind of trying to get a starter idea. Something like that. Problem is I'd have to blend the front and the back, though. That could get tricky on some other cars. I mean, those are cool, but they're kind of standard.
PHG Slick underscore SHVR2 said.
Oh, I like
nice
making
you offering
liveries.
liveries, LOL.
I like making liveries.
Flushed face.
Let's see, I use that for NRL, so I can't use that. I could use this. But again, then I'll have to figure out how to blend that front area. That's going to get difficult. But yeah, I've made liveries for a number of people, Slick. Moose, he's got his team, Moose Mafia Racing. So, and I'm buddies with him, so I want to make some for him. He was offering to pay me for my services, so we'll, yeah, there we go. Wid with a 17-1. Wid just did a 17-1 on the first hot lap. And Moose did a 17.5 on his first hot lap. So they both beat me right there.
PHG Slick _ SHVR2 said, nice thumbs up, that's very cool.
So yeah, sorry, I'm watching the live broadcast on the other screen here, because I want to see how they do. Yeah, Moose is dropping a time. Holy. But Moose is a little faster than me, so I'm not surprised by that. Wid is crazy fast. I'm just glad Jorge is in Friday. I mean, Moose, Wid, Cyrus, Nicky. I mean, there's a bunch of guys I'm going to have to worry about in Division A here. Because I think I've got Division A pretty much locked up unless all these guys put in some crazy times.
PHG Slick _ SHVR2 said, yeah, I have phone and laptop going.
I think that one that I came across might be my best bet. Oops, wasn't there. Either that one or that one. Let's start with this one. Now, the only problem with using that's a lot of pattern in the middle. If we want to throw Moose Mafia in there, like that's going to get kind of busy. But you know what? We'll just start with it. So we're at 304.
Stream Elements said, enjoying the stream. Remember to hit that like button.
Definitely remember to hit that like button. All right, 304. There we go. Now we got to get it to line up. Let's see, where's that triangle at? Oh, there we go. Oh, I didn't get it far enough down. Alright, so let's go back and move that. There we go. Now it's all lined up. Alright, now the tricky part is going to be to blend this back here. Ultimately, I'm thinking see, the black is too much, so I got to get it to transition from black to that red. Like that. Then we put a fade in there. Actually, I probably could have done just the fade. What am I doing?
KW47
17.1 is still the
said,
best.
hand
18
with fingers
flat for
splayed, beaming
fourth.
face with
Hey,
smiling
K-Dub.
eyes.
Thanks for stopping in.
KW47 said, nice looking livery eyes.
Yeah, I'm just getting started on one, just kind of putting an idea together. I am most certainly not going to be finishing this. Just trying to put together one of two ideas for Moose here. Alright, so that's one idea. Let's switch to the other side, and let's use the other one I was thinking, this one. So I could have it be more white in the front. So that that pattern doesn't start till further back. Like that. See, is that the right color red? No, not quite. That's not quite right either. So, let's see if we can get this to match up. Nope, not orange. In fact, maybe it needs to be a little more this way. I think that's too much of a hue. Let's see, they're down to the last 4 minutes. Wid still with a 17-1. That's too dark. Oh, what are they watching the replay of? Wid encounter something? No. Oh, Wid got a 16-9. Somebody got a 16. Oh, Bandit 1. Oh, he just got a penalty. And he's at an 17-9. Like Cyrus, Nicky, and Moose are coming in for one final shot here. close. Ooh, wait, that's really close. There, that's about as close as I think I'm going to get. Oops. I do want it aligned with camera. I think what I really want is I don't want a square. Let's see, Moose. Looking at the times again, they're on their final lap. Wid still at a 16.9. Moose still at a 17.4. Not sure where Cyrus Nicky is. 17.4. Cyrus Nicky's going to be at a 17.9. Oh, Moose got a 17.3. Cyrus Nicky 18. No, they must have had a 17 something. All right, so only 2 people in that split were faster than me, Wid and Moose. Okay. Okay. Alright, I can always work on getting that blending a little bit better, but... Alright, so that's at 327. Flip that horizontally, change color, 327. And then we figure out where it all lines up. Right about there. There we go. So we either go with something like that or something like that as a starter. All right, so now we're just throwing out ideas. Now that that's done, let's see what they had. Wid in a 16, Moose, Cypress, and Caper, and Bandit 1 all got 17s, but holy crap, 3 of them are 17-9s. 17-9, wow. Not going to apply that livery. All right, let's go back, see what they're saying.
That may well be good enough for qualification into the group stages in season 5. But yeah, Tati, your thoughts on the whole today, really?
Well, lots of close times today between all 3 of the splits, so I'm excited to see how they split between A and B, divisions A and B. Of course, I expect division A to be somewhat close in talent. Of course, Wid has all division A on notice that he wants to come back for the championship. Shows up, drops a time in the same car, the same tires, the same track with equal conditions, and drops a time that no one got close to. So that is putting everyone in Division A, both Friday and Saturday, on notice that he's not to be trifled with this season either. Hopefully they can all step it up. I guess everyone realizes they got to get more practice in.
Yes, indeed. And TK's, probably following on from what Tati said there. So in regards to practice and knowing you've got this supreme driver in Wid, there's going to be some several hours synced in to practice, I'm sure, right?
Oh, for sure. And it's the start of the season, and I think we have just enough time between seasons that people forget how much effort this takes as a driver to not only make it into the NRL, but to be successful in the NRL. It takes practice. Forget the dailies, forget manufacturers and nations. Like, you need to put your time and effort into practicing NRL.
He's not wrong.
Find those lobbies with other people. If you can find a lobby with Wid in it, there you go. Or any of the other top drivers, you can watch what they're doing. And with the way we do qualifying here, this is a different combo. It's a car that isn't commonly used and a track that isn't commonly used. So there might be some really fast drivers who just got caught out by this combo. So we're going to see in a little bit what their races are going to be next weekend, and that this whole order might get changed up just depending on the combo, but they definitely are going to need to get in those practice lobbies and put in a lot of effort.
Yes, indeed. Yeah,
I'm kind of scared to see what this first
that is new
one's
to
going to be.
NRL. Yeah, this is a very iconic league where it is not your mundane, like Group 3 cars. Yes, we might have used Group 4, but BMW is certainly not the meta car. So it's quite an unusual combination, that is for sure. And this is definitely something you come to expect in NRL. Anything is possible. It could be any range of road cars to your sports cars to your racing cars. We just don't know, and also across different surfaces as well. So don't rule out just the tarmac. It could be snow, it could be dirt. Anything is possible, which is why we absolutely adore what McNulty does here in the NRL.
Sure, they're going to go on break here soon, and then we'll come back with the combos.
Waiting the results.
I will go on break at the
so
same
what we're
time.
going to do is we're going to go off for a mini break and allow them a little bit of time to total up the overall times and the leaderboards to decide who qualifies into Division A, who qualifies into Division B, and unfortunately who will be sent packing and eliminated from this championship, as well as the preview for next week's Saturday round 1 in the group stages. So please do hang about, please don't go anywhere. We'll be back shortly.
All right, so they're going to be on break. Like I said, I'm going to go on break too. I'll be back in just a little bit, and we'll watch the reveal together.
Sid. At Bandit 1, congratulations.
I am back. Steve, thanks for dropping in. Are you saying that you are Bandit 1? Or do you think Bandit 1 is in here? Because I am not Bandit 1, if that's what you're implying. Four minutes, then we're going to see how this all turned out. So, feel free, guys, to leave some comments or whatever on how that qualifier went. Let me see. I'm trying to think of where I'm going to end up. I was first in my split. There were two people ahead of me in that split. And in the first split, I want to say there were maybe 4 ahead of me. So I might be, maybe it was 3? I mean, I might be somewhere between 5th and 7th in the qualifying order for this, which is nuts. I was not expecting to be that high up, so I'm happy with that. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can bring in my browser here. See if I can figure out how to do this. Well, that's not what I want. That is not what I want. Window capture. Maybe that's what. There we go. All right. I think I got that figured out. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to turn up the volume here. And we can then watch the reveal together. Got a minute and a half left. Let's see. Can I full screen this? There we go. Oh, really anxious to see how this turns out. I know I had a really good run. I mean, I was worried whether I was going to get into the 17s. I definitely did. I possibly could have dropped it down a little bit more had I not got caught up in that last lap, but I'm still happy with that time. 17.7 is still a faster time than I had before today. Earlier today, I had a 17.4 that I dropped. But before that, the fastest I had done was a 17.8. So I put in a qualifying time that's better than what I had done any of the days prior. So very happy with that. I will solidly be in Division A. That does scare the crap out of me. I hope I don't end up being just garbage. Finishing in like 10th or, well, really anything lower than 7th will make it so I don't make it in the final. So I gotta somehow be like top 7 each race, which I'm gonna have my work cut out for me. If I just qualified, and this was like the best I've been able to do all week, and I'm gonna finish right around 7th in the overall standings, I have to keep that going just to barely make the finals. So we'll see. All right, they should be coming back here soon. Unless they're still tallying the results. Here we go. Let's listen.
Welcome back, everyone. And yeah, what a fantastic time we saw in the Saturday heats for qualifying into the group stages. Yeah, I'm very intrigued to see how close the times are and who qualifies where. But before we get into that, again, and I'm going to sound like a broken record, but thank you so much to Henke's Tavern for our main sponsor for the NRL Season 5. And again, if anyone watching in the tavern, you know, hello from us at NRL, and we really appreciate your support in supporting the NRL. Of course, if you ain't first, we're open till 1 a.m. So make sure you get down there, grab yourself a drink and a nice burger or something like that. But yeah, it is now time to look at the qualifying results for Saturday, starting off the 14 drivers that will be going into Division A. T-Case, take it away.
Here we go.
All right,
Fourth.
Todd. Well,
I was fourth.
Like we said a million times, Wid.
You got to be kidding me.
Won in the coveted 1:16.944 time, followed by PHG Lyric with a 1:17.329. Then we have in P3 MMR Moose with a 1:17.364. Then we have PHG Salamander MN with a 1:17.731.
P4, baby.
P5 S7R Nuke with a 1:17.896. Cyrus Nicky in P6 with a
Wow,
117.926.
Also with a 118
PHG
flat.
Caper in
It
P7
seemed like this
with
was
a
going to be a slower day,
117.949.
but actually 14th has
Then
a
we have
faster time
Bandit
than Friday.
in
Friday
P8 with a
14th was an 18.3,
117.981, and then so close.
Holy,
these
is
next
this
three
gonna be
drivers. P9 digital
Oh my god,
relay
P9
with
to
a
P14 is all separated by less than a
118.009.
tenth?
PHG Sheldologist
Whoa.
with a 118.013. GI Boku with a 118.015. Oh my goodness, it keeps going. Felmora P12 with a
holy Christ, if I was
118.035.
4/10 slower,
Lisa
I would have missed.
P13 with a
I would have missed
118.069.
Division A.
The
4/10.
118.0s keep coming in 14th, almost podium,
Or
with
three
a
and- I mean, 3.5 tenths.
118.092. So almost
Separates
podium.
me and P4
Made it in
with
there to
P14.
Division A.
Wow, so close.
Then 19.2 for
Tati, can you
15th.
read us through
Wow.
the Division B drivers, please?
Lead pencil in B.
Absolutely, another
The pencil
really
spawn
close
is fast.
field of drivers here. In 15th, you've got Old Man Pip with a 118.210.
Hop made it. Shadow Chef made it. Okay.
HG Lead Pencil in 16th with a 118.478.
Those guys are fast. They're going to dominate in B.
Spawn with
So
a
is Lead Pencil, so is Spawn.
118.478. So almost tied with Lead Pencil there. In 18th, BHR Johnny
Elias
Boy with
is
a 118.540.
sure.
Right behind him, Santa Miguel.
Yeah, so my
in
predictions
19th
for
with a
B are going to be
118.571.
Lead, Spawn,
Slick
MD Hop, and
SH,
Shadow Chef
VR2 in 20th
being our
with a
top four, but we'll see how that goes. Some of these guys I don't know their names or how fast they are.
And
So
then
who
in
knows?
22nd, we're looking at P. Rosal with a 118.909.
They could surprise me. I have no idea.
PHG
You know,
Horn of
even
Clay
Old
in
Man
20
Pip is
third place
relatively
with
new. He put out a great time.
119.101. And
I don't know if
24th,
he's got that
BHR
consistency.
Plies Pango and with a 119.167.
No offense to him, I just
And
don't
then
know.
Bandit in 25th with a 119.264.
That is a great time.
MD Hop takes 26th place with a 119.4.
I'm really glad MD Hop and
01,
Shadow
then
Chef.
Shadow
Those
Chef
guys are
in 27th,
a lot
along
quicker
with
than that.
PHG
than
Arrow
that
in
time.
28th,
I
coming
know
in
that
nearly
for a fact.
together with a 119.5 for Shadow and a 119.504 for Arrow. That's Division B.
We got 4 people
Yeah,
going
We're
home.
not done. We've
Yeah,
got
go on,
Island
Tati.
Grown.
Yeah.
MD
Yeah,
Hop's
sorry about
dad.
that. Island Grown
Island
in
Grown,
29th
God, I'm
place with
surprised Island-
119.707.
He's faster
and
than
then
that too.
Hop
So
in 30th with a
that is surprising.
120.088. SoCal J4.
That's
in 31st with a
SoCal J4 and
120.199.
Pro
And
Guru,
then
I don't know who
Kuguru
they
in
are.
32nd with that 123.196.
Yeah, unfortunately,
All right.
the 4 drivers will be eliminated ahead of
All right,
the
so we should be
group
learning the combos
stage,
here
so really
shortly.
sorry to hear that.
is what I'm
but
really
it's-
looking forward
well,
to.
as the times proved, they're very, very competitive, and yeah, just well, I didn't see that coming, to be honest, TKs. It was so tight, particularly in Division A, and the cutoff point did end up a 1 minute 18.0, but you know, there was literally like 200th of a second separating you know, per driver, it seemed like, for sort of the last 5 or 6 positions, and even in Division B as well, it was crazy close as well.
Yeah.
Indeed,
God, I can't believe how close
it
that was.
That I wasn't
Wow.
expecting that either, especially that back half of the of Division A all
So-
separated so closely.
Yeah,
A
so
little
I've
sad
qualified
that,
in P4,
Parquet and Cyrus
but
Nicky aren't going to
there
be
is
in the same
very
division.
little
They
margin
treated
for
us
error
to some amazing driving
for
last
the
season.
whole split
And then
from
we saw
basically
the
me
father-son duo.
and
Unfortunately,
I think it
one
was
got
Cyrus Nicky.
eliminated there.
Was it Cyrus Nicky just ahead?
Yeah,
Whoever was in
as well,
third,
Tati?
really from third on down
I mean,
was
it's,
super tight.
it's
Moose
wild to
and
think
Wid
that
are
people
kind of
got
in their own
eliminated. I mean, sometimes it
dimension.
kind of made sense, but everyone else was so close. Some
Wow.
of those drivers that didn't make it just
Oh, this is going to
barely
be a
didn't make it.
this is
but,
gonna be a
alas,
tough
the lobby
season.
can only be so big.
it is going to be so
This
close,
a
which
very
is
competitive league,
going to
as
make
people
for some
can see.
very
So,
good racing.
You know, if season 6 is where you think you're going to make something happen, I say start now. Start improving now. I'm super excited to see what the first race is going to be.
Well, interesting you say start improving now, because
here we go.
now we're going to give you
Here
the
we go.
preview for the
All right, so
first
they're gonna
round
start
of
with
the
Division
group
B.
stage, starting off
Let's
in
see if it's going to be an
Division-
oval like
also
Fridays is.
Division B. So Division
It's
B.
Blue Moon.
We are
I
at
knew it. In the
Blue
Mustang.
Moon Speedway then. mirroring.
That's
the,
not bad. That would have been a fun
Friday
one to do,
heats,
to be honest.
It is an oval track.
That would have been a
with
fun one.
39
laps at Blue Moon.
With
tri-oval.
qualifying preceding it in the Ford Mustang Group
Ford
3
Mustang,
car.
God, that Mustang's going to be a beast to handle there.
Start with full start check enabled. BOP is on. Brake balance is allowed though.
Very interesting.
Mechanical damage is set to heavy, so again need to keep it away from the walls. With tire wear rate at ×3 and the fuel
probably going to be
consumption
more
rate
entertaining than Friday.
×2.
This is certainly going to be a tighter race. You do have to slow down for a couple of those corners, unlike Daytona, or just flat out the whole time.
Strategy,
which is what Friday
key in this one, and certainly that slipstream as well.
Oh, let's see what we got for Division A.
Indeed,
this scares me.
Yeah, strategy is going to be huge. You can pick any tire. So maybe you can pull off a no stopper on the hards versus trying to do some stops on the other ones. This is an interesting track to be in, this Group 3 Mustang. This is going to be a real challenge. The walls get really close on that it's almost a hairpin. I know it's like a tri-oval, but it comes down to a point there. I was not expecting this one.
Yeah, Tansy as well. Are you a fan of the ovals?
To be honest, I was kind of predicting that we were going to do another oval.
Probably because it's
McNaughty likes to
oval.
do themes, so if we were doing Daytona, I figured this was going to be either like Blue Moon or Northern Isle.
It's super fun.
Otherwise, it would have been Special Stage Route X. That's really the one that's most comparable to Daytona, but
I did not get to watch last night. I was
that'd be too big.
Actually, at Blue Moon.
And quite honestly, it would
Infield A
probably
reverse,
be too
so
boring.
I don't know what oval they got.
This is going to be
Friday night,
exciting.
But Saturday's race.
This is going to be a very exciting race.
Going to be special. Some of these corners, that hairpin, like TK's mentioned, can be great passing points, but also nightmares for some other drivers.
All right.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of a hash brown, actually.
Quit making me wait. What is Division A going to
be? The hash brown circuit, but yeah,
please be kind.
Very interesting Division B round 1 for the drivers. So really look forward to that next week for the Saturday Division B. But we need to have a look at what the Division A drivers will be facing.
Oh, Grand Valley. Okay. In the McLaren.
It is the Grand Valley Highway 1 reverse.
Okay, I can handle this.
Something that I'm not used to. But it's going to be 17 laps in the McLaren 650S GT3 car.
Oh, I like this
the Group
one.
3 car, sorry.
I don't know that I'm going to be great here, but I am comfortable.
Ahead
I am comfortable here
lap race
at Grand Valley.
Grid start with
and I've gotten more comfortable in the McLaren.
BOP is enabled with
I'm not great in it, but I have certainly gotten some familiarity with it.
Set to
so now getting some heavy practice
at ×3 and the fuel consumption rate at ×2.
That could be,
also,
that could be
all 3
good.
tyre compounds is available in the softs, medium, and hards, and again, none are required. So definitely a very interesting combo, Tessie.
And the nice thing is I have
I will admit
killer livery on my McLaren already.
Grand Valley, since it was added to the game. I know one of the short layouts, but the full layout I've not learned. This was my favorite track in Gran Turismo 5 and 6. I think I've just not gotten around the changes they made, but being in reverse, I have driven this track plenty of times, and I'll tell you right now, these drivers are in for an absolute challenge. That corner coming off of the bridge in reverse is so difficult to get right and be fast in.
Yeah, I absolutely love this place. Not so much in reverse.
So
it definitely throws up different challenges to the normal way round.
I am much more familiar with the normal way.
You need to go on. It's absolutely fantastic.
So
the track limits are very tight as well. But yeah, TK, what are your thoughts on this race?
Still happy with this one.
In the regular way around here, it is one of my top 5 favorite tracks, especially in Group 3
Still a lot
cars.
better
I
than
think
doing
it is
Dragon Trail.
fantastic in Group 3 cars. I know a lot of drivers really do like this McLaren. In the dailies, it usually isn't the strongest choice because of the way Gran Turismo has bop, but I know a lot of drivers really love this car. Going in reverse, I don't know that I've ever done the full layout in reverse. I know I've done the smaller one, and we actually had that as a combo in a previous season of NRL, was the smaller layout in reverse, and it caught a lot of drivers out. So I think I mean, luckily they have a week to prepare, and this is what we were talking about. Practice, practice, practice. They're going to have to learn the layout, figure out tire strategy, fuel, and then this has a combination of walls and very dusty dirt runoffs that dirty up your tires real quick. Track limits are going to be an issue here as well. So, yeah, good luck.
Yeah, definitely good luck on this race in particular. Yeah, certainly going to throw up some challenges for the drivers, and yeah, really looking forward to this one. But make sure that you tune in to firstly the Friday broadcast, which will be on the 28th.
All right, so there we go. We're going to be doing Grand Valley in this car. Got a nice livery. I'm going to have to tweak this livery, throw some NRL tags on it, maybe swap some stuff out, but I don't have to worry about designing a livery for this one. That'll save me some time. Get some practice in. But yeah, that's it. So I qualified P4, made it into Division A. Very happy about that. We're going to have to put in some serious practice to keep up with those guys. Super, super tight qualifying. So I'm going to call it for the stream. Thank you, everybody who stopped by. Everybody who dropped a like and all that stuff. So until next time, peace out. We'll catch you later.